glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Iduken. Lord Iduken will fight Sir Blackstone, Deep Road squad leader of the warrior caste.
This is your education, child. Try to learn as you bleed.
I will.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Finish him. I like how the fighting in this is so slow.
The winner is Lord Iduken.
Of course.
My lord.
Tell me about your family, Gorim.
Not much that you don't already know. My father's father was a great hero of the Deep Roads excursions and raised the family to the top of the warrior caste. He was even nominated to join the assembly and found a noble house, but the honor was in the nomination. He wasn't afforded a single vote. My father served your father for many years, and now I serve you.
Are you excited about the battle tomorrow?
Yes, I yearn to face the Darkspawn and prove my worth as your second.
We will be spectacular.
May the stones support us, and the ancestors look down with pride.
We should get
As
going.
you will.
Well done. You have proven that even the best of the warrior caste cannot match a noble Iduken. Franlin Ivo is your final opponent. He too has had many victories today. Are you ready to face him, or will you rest first?
What can you tell me about Franklin Ivo?
He is a decorated fighter who prefers unusual weapons and rarely fights with the same techniques twice.
House Ivo is relatively inconsequential, but Franlin may change that. He's expected to take a full command of his own soon.
Well, let me fight this Franklin Ivo.
Very good. This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Iduken. It is down to just 2 warriors, with backbones of stone and wills of iron. They have defeated all others this day. Lord Iduken will fight Franklin Ivo, second son of Lord Ivo.
You fight well. I wish you glory today and glory tomorrow.
May you be a stone.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. The victor is champion. Fight!
You will fall! Oh, time to play.
Oh, come on.
This should be fun.
Well, we are stunned. But no matter. We're still better. Here we go, champion.
The winner is Lord Iduken.
Good showing there, my lord. Your opponents will be licking their wounds all eve.
Congratulations. Frandlin Ivo is as fierce a competitor as I've ever seen. You vanquished every warrior of note in today's proving. The ceremonial helm, commissioned by your father for today's winner, is yours.
Send it to Franklin Ivo, he fought
The
bravely.
people will remember your honor and generosity for all time.
Don't need no helm. I have Helm of the Deep.
Much glory was brought to your house tonight.
Great fight. Great, really. My lord,
What did it? Take a break.
we will take a break when we are done here. For now, we are here to serve.
And let us leave.
Your wish is our command.
Oh, you cannot wear the helm. Ah, it brings too much fatigue. Okay.
You bring great glory to your house, my lord.
My lord has returned. Is there something here that interests you? Please.
Do you have any?
Good day, Lord. I do.
So I guess it's time to.
The finest in home decorations!
My thanks. House Iduken is blessed to have you.
I am at your service.
Go to. Well, we first need to go to the celebration before we go to our bedded diversions. Can we go straight in there?
I am at your service.
It's so cozy. Dus Bella isn't come back, yeah.
I am at your service.
And I'm off.
Well, time to go to the feast.
I am at your service.
Look, the Grey Wardens are here. The raid tomorrow must be more than
lord,
a
I-
standard mission.
Might I bother you?
Wardens only go where the Darkspawn...
Many thanks for your willingness to hear me out, my lord. I wish to speak to you of a matter most urgent.
Of course, Lord Dace.
There is a vote coming before the Assembly next week. And a word from you could go a long way towards helping our cause.
What cause?
The vote concerns the status of the so-called surface caste. Lost to the stone, air-touched, and so forth. Centuries ago, narrow-minded men declared that any dwarf who left to live on the surface forfeited his caste, and his house if noble. That he was, in essence, no longer a dwarf. I seek only to remedy an injustice, to retie the bonds of anyone who can trace himself to one of the noble houses wherever he may live. Please, agree to speak for this noble cause.
Well, that sounds wrong. Why so interested in this particular cause?
Those on the surface are our lifeline. They facilitate trade with the surface. They're honorable and, well, let's be honest. I don't care a whit for those who have wandered from the stone. My wife, however, is a gem of a different color. She has a cousin, a useless sort, but she's quite fond of him. He joined a speculative venture to the surface, hoping to make his fortune, and went bust.
Of course.
Now he wishes to come home, but he cannot, for he has no house and would be castless. For my wife's sake, I take up his cause. Will you lend me your voice?
What do you need me to do?
When your father presents you to the noble houses, I will ask for your opinion on the matter. You have merely to say that you feel our surface brothers should be returned their noble rights. What could be more simple?
Yes, and then alienate all the others. Or there's Lady
You're
Helmy.
a fool.
What?
Your mother would melt the stone if she knew what you just did.
Excuse me?
Lord Dace is playing you false. Go ahead, be his puppet. Your first command will be marked by every major house turning their back on you.
I'm listening.
Last spring, a guild from the merchant caste invested heavily in an expedition with a guild from the surface. Lord Dace backed the merchant guild, pouring a great deal of money into the venture. The expedition was a disaster.
So this is Lord Dace's play to recover his losses.
Clever child. Lord Dace lost a great deal of money and prestige. The Surface Guild has no way to repay the investment, but it does have several leading members who are descended from noble houses. House Helmy, Bimo, I Dukin.
If the surface dwellers return to their noble houses...
You begin to see the whole picture. Your house and mine would be forced to pay the Surfacers' kin debts. It would be a great victory for Lord Dace.
Oh... See me, I need to have a talk with Lord Dace.
If you call his bluff, then you lose your chance to turn the tables. Let him think he has you. Smile and nod, and when he asks his question, tell him that the so-called Surface Caste are right where they belong. That should take Lord Dace down a peg or two.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Remember this when my house needs your assistance.
No, so slap you. We just kill him. Let's go to the kitchen. Book. There's a book here. Also my history, chapter 2. Barrow.
Going.
Cook. Hello, Cook.
Your Highness, what a surprise.
And I'm off.
I apologize if we are in your way.
I am at your service, my lord.
Yes, are. But not in that way. Just make some food for me.
And I'm off.
Should we talk to Lord Dace or we declare the surface dwellers castless?
You return. Were my instructions unclear? Good, good. Enjoy your night then.